ASMR NFL discussion video. Now we're going to be doing a few things. We're going to do our weekly recap, and we're going to talk about the trades. Mostly this video is about the trades, but since I'm doing an NFL discussion, I might as well do our weekly recap in one video. Since week 7 starts tomorrow night, Thursday night football, I don't even know who's playing. I haven't checked the schedule for week 7 yet, but so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I just dropped the Madden video. I'm probably gonna play some Sparking Zero tonight. I'm either gonna stream in a little bit, or I'm either gonna stream tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. Alright, so news in the NFL. Two things. One, Davante Adams was just traded from the Las Vegas Raiders to the New York Jets. Magically, he has recovered from all illnesses and injuries that were pre-existing before entering the border of New York City. He's clearly healthy, I assume. He has been healthy for the last couple weeks. He was just using the hamstring injury as a way to get out of Las Vegas, because who the heck is their quarterback now? I do not know. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Davante Adams fitting in with the Jets. It's mostly going to be about the Jets. And then Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was just sent from the Cleveland Browns to the Buffalo Bills. So there's probably nobody happier on this Wednesday evening than those two receivers who are in the AFC, man. Both of those receivers will be in the same division, obviously, together along with the Dolphins and the Patriots. So you got some good receivers out there in the AFC. I think it's the AFC East. And I just double checked that it's the AFC East. I had to make sure. Alright, so quick recap. Alright, so we actually made some predictions. We're going to do the predictions. We're going to recap my predictions from week 6, and then we're going to hop straight into the conversation about the Jets and Davante Adams. So these were my predictions for week 6. I think I only had 2 games picked incorrectly. Let me bring this up real quick. Alright, yeah, so we only got 2 games, predicted 2 games incorrectly. We got the Buccaneers Saints game. The Buccaneers whooped the Saints. I predicted that the Ravens would beat the Commanders. We got the Packers game right, the Colts game, the Texans game, the Eagles game. Yes, I predicted the Eagles would beat the Browns, even though I'm rooting for the Browns this season. I got the Chargers game right, the Steelers game right, the Falcons, the Lions. So we got most of these right. So it was a good week for us. W week. I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity to do predictions for week 7. If I do, I will make the video tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow or Friday. Alright, so now let's get to the Davante Adams trade. This is what the Jets need. They obviously need some other things as well. The most important thing they need is the O-line. I understand that, but if they weren't able to get an O-line, this is the next best thing. Another weapon and another target for Aaron Rodgers to use. Davante Adams is still in the prime of his career. His numbers are still they're still elite. He's getting over 1,000 yards, and that was with a lesser tier quarterback once he left Green Bay. He's always gotten between like 5 to 10 touchdowns every year. He only has 1 touchdown this season so far. I expect him to be towards that trajectory. Now that he's back with Aaron Rodgers, he'll probably get like at least 1 touchdown, I imagine, in his first game with the Jets. I think this is great, man. We all know about his route running ability, especially with the Jets' offensive line being so mediocre. You need a receiver who can get open fast and has a connection with Aaron Rodgers, so that Aaron Rodgers can release the ball early. Because you can see Aaron Rodgers was getting rid of the ball early in their previous game against the Cardinals. Or was it the Cardinals that they played? Whoever they played. Not the Cardinals. I'm thinking he's on the Packers still. They got Jordan Love, baby. But yeah, their previous game against the Bills, receiver got a couple drops because he's just not used to the timing of Aaron Rodgers' passes, especially with as much QB pressure as Aaron Rodgers has been facing the last couple weeks. So it's good that they have Davante Adams, who can get open quickly on slants, on zig routes, even on option routes. He can make the right play, the right read at the right time, and like I said, him and Aaron Rodgers have a connection. So expect them to do some good things. I already had them as a top 10, a borderline top 10. I either had them as like number 10 or like somewhere 10 through 12. So I already had them as a borderline top 10 team. With this move right here, they might find themselves like in the top 10 now. They still may not be like a top 5 or a top 17, but like a top 7 team. But they might be a top 10 team now, especially if once they start gelling and a couple of weeks together, they get that chemistry up a little bit more. Lazard has been balling. He's always been a talented receiver, big body. Yeah, once Lazard gets his hands right, man, he could be elite if he just really works on his hands in connection with Aaron Rodgers. But it's kind of unfortunate out that Aaron Rodgers is this old, because let's just say they don't have a good season and they miss the playoffs. There's always the chance that Aaron Rodgers could retire and Davante Adams could be left on a team with no quarterback that's mediocre once again. So that is always in play when you're talking about a quarterback who is Aaron Rodgers' age. So you have to keep that in mind. But yeah, from the outside looking in, this is a great fit. It's what's needed. Like I said, it's not the only thing they need. But they do have some talented running backs. They just got to get healthy and stay healthy. And then I think this team can make the wild card game. They should be able to. They should finish with at least an even record or a 500 record. But they should win maybe. They're 2-4 right now. I expect them to still somehow win 10 games or 9. So yeah, I think the Jets are gonna go on a winning streak at some point. Alright, now let's get to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, the former Cowboy player who went to the Browns and now is a member of the Buffalo Bills, man. This is another great fit. If I had to give the Davante Adams move or signing a grade, I would give it a B plus or A. Probably, you know what, I would give it an A. I would give it an A or A minus. For this, I would have to give it another A minus. They both get A minus for their signings. And once again, another weapon for an elite quarterback to use and have on game day. Even though Josh Allen has been playing pretty well overall, I mean, he's been struggling. A couple of the weeks before his bounce back game last week, or the week before that, but the Bills have been struggling offensively a little bit, so it's good that they have Cooper now, because Coleman isn't that guy yet. He's not trash. I'm not gonna say he's ass or a bust, but Bills fan probably anticipated him being a little bit more productive, probably coming into the season that he is right now, currently. But yeah, the Bills still don't have much of a run game. They are getting some production out of their running back, but still don't have a real consistent running game. So Cooper, another receiver who's a great route runner, can get open quickly. Josh Allen is pretty much doing what Patrick Mahomes did when he lost Tyreek Hill, and that's basically getting all the receivers involved. All the receivers involved, going underneath, basically just taking what the defense is giving him. We already know he's been a mobile quarterback, so his mobility and ability to throw on the run combined with Amari Cooper's ability to get open, man, you should see some crazy passes and just some crazy plays that are being extended that should result into a sack or an incomplete pass, but you'll see some plays being made, man. But yeah, I like this. I think the Bills were already a playoff team. They were probably going to make the wild card game anyway. So this pretty much, I think, guarantees that this makes them a playoff lock. Their record is already good. I don't know what the remaining schedule is. I don't know how difficult their schedule is, but there's a lot of firepower in the AFC in general. So getting more offensive weapons does not hurt in a loaded conference that has a lot of elite quarterbacks and receivers in it. So I do like the move for both teams. And you know what? Let's look ahead into week 7. Yeah, so good move by the Bills. So the Bills play the Titans, so that's a W. Even though the Titans are actually a little bit better than some people thought, especially defensively. Oh, Lions, Vikings. That's gonna be a good game. Alright, so let's do our predictions. Make sure you check the link in the description, cause we went through a lot of topics. I'll make sure I put the description in the link in the description, or the timestamps rather, not the link. I keep saying link, the timestamp. So Broncos Saints. Wow, that can go either way. The Broncos could really win that game. Damn, I kind of want to pick the Saints though. Oh, I'm gonna go Saints. I really want to pick the Broncos, but I'm gonna go Saints. The Jaguars are gonna beat the Patriots. I'm gonna pick the Lions to beat the Vikings. I'm gonna pick the Lions to win. The Bills to win. The Dolphins will probably beat the Colts. I got the Falcons beating the Seahawks. I got Green Bay beating the Texans. I have the Browns might beat the Bengals. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Browns this week to beat the Bengals. I am. Eagles, Giants. I got the Eagles. Raiders, Rams. I got the Rams. Commanders, Panthers, Commanders. Obviously, Chiefs, 49ers. Chiefs, 49ers. I'm going Chiefs. Jets, Steelers. I'm gonna go Jets in a good game. Ravens, Buccaneers. I'm gonna go Ravens, and then Chargers. Cardinals is Monday. I'm gonna go Cardinals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out.